Howdy do. All right, y'all. We didn't have three live streams for tonight's study. I was wrapping it up, and I just wanted to showcase why it was important with my closing statements and why it's important to notice this aspect of the truth. You got people that's running underground right now. You got people that's hiding out, selling all their possessions, and I'm talking about people in so-called higher positions on life, so-called higher elite people, and all this type of thing. And then you got individuals who eating up their everyday move nothing. So I like this. Duty of the elders. First Peter chapter 5. The elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder, and a witness of the sufferings of Hamashiach, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind, neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being ensamples to the flock. You see, I like that. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away. That's First Peter 5, verses 1 through 4. Then it goes on to say, likewise, you younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yeah, all of you be subject one to another and be clothed with humility. For God resisteth the proud and gives grace to the humble. That's what we need to be promoting right now. Let me take me a quick sip. That's what we need to be promoting right now. When it's all said, we need to be promoting the righteous thing, right? So part of my reason for this live again was to highlight what the so-called elite are doing and how they're moving, but not to be following them to say, okay, well, he dropping this stock, so let me go on and drop my stock too. I'm saying leave it all alone. You know, if I had a horse in this race and I could say anything and influence anything about what I was doing, I would say leave it all alone. You know, leave it all alone. Yes, grace for the humble. I'm glad y'all back. Look, so let me show you. Leave it all alone. This kingdom finna fall. I don't vote. Why am I voting for their king? Why am I voting for their system? Why am I voting? You see how they push the votes out using all the celebrities? Y'all been seeing that? How they using the celebrities to promote the voting again and all of that to the youth, to the next generation of youth coming up who is in the voting, who can vote for the first time. That's how they always get us. I remember when I first started voting. When was it? Dang, it's a long time now. But it's when George Bush, the the son, George Bush, was like at his second term. And I remember I voted for that. I didn't vote for Obama. After him, I didn't vote nothing. I was like, oh, they didn't even listen to my vote, man. I'm not voting no more. But this is before I knew who I was, too. You see what I'm saying? I just pretty much got out of high school. I didn't know no better. I just wanted to vote. And I was voting for all kind of stuff, just filling in the little scantron. I ain't know no better. But that's how they want to get us. They want to indoctrinate us into this system, and they want us to feel like we got a horse in this race. They want us to partake in the American dream. They want us to forget our ancestry further in this age of information. See, this is the information age of information, right? Where information is free. Information is totally free. Everything that I've shared with you today, yes, I've invested in these books. Yes, I've done certain things, but as far as investing in the curriculum that I deal with, you see my bookshelf, got the books and all of that. But my point is, as far as me investing in a system and furthering trying to get farther in this system, nah, nah. If y'all ever hear any of my music, right? It's such a hard thing to do, but I still know it's a lot of fish that need to be reeled in. A lot of souls that still need saving. Now, I'm not the savior. I'm not the one that's saving anybody. But just like First Peter said, feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. See, I have to use my ready mind that has been cultivated into this space, and I have a decision to make. I could either chase this dream down and try to get on 106 in Park, the BET Awards, the VMAs they just had the other day. I know about it because it's all over the place. Seeing all of these things, right? Knowing that I'm a musician and knowing that I've been blessed with the gift of song, knowing that I've been blessed with the gift of song like David, knowing that I've been blessed with the gift of harpistry and playing the guitar and producing music and being a part of that fold early where we could still dream, raised up in the 90s, looking at everybody still getting put on, having that dream of A&R going find me in some club one day when I'm doing my thing and then sign me to a major record label deal. Them days is gone, y'all. I hate to break it to you, but them days is gone. And if I'm going to keep on using my musical gifts, for instance, well, I have to use them. See, I have to be wise as a serpent, but in what I say, in the lyrics that I write, I have to be gentle as a dove. Okay? I like to say I'm not a wolf in sheep's clothing. I know when I'm out here in the world and I'm doing my Neo thing, and I'm stepping into the world, back into the matrix, I don't know what they see. Some of them see Al Qaeda. Some of them say Osama. Some of them say whatever they gonna say. I had a lady call me Aladdin the other day. She called me Aladdin. I was like, shit, I'll be Aladdin as long as I ain't the genie with no shackles around my wrist. Okay? So I don't know what people see, but I know I see a child of the Most High. I see an Israelite. I see who I'm supposed to be in this era, in this time. That's right. We all must do our part for the Father. Since 2018, I want to make music that magnifies the word of God. Queen, you supposed to share that music. Drop some links to your music in the comment section on the video when it's published. Don't drop it in here because I don't be knowing where the comments go on the live. But in the actual comment thread on when it's posted, please drop your music so we can support it, okay? Drop your music so we can support it. That's why, listen, I didn't know if y'all knew this. I created back in 2018 because I knew what we was up against. I created an audio and video distribution platform, okay? An audio and video distribution platform. It's better than TuneCore. It's better than DistroKid. It's better than what's the other one they got? Uh, uh, Band Life. What's the other one? I forgot the Bandcamp. It's better than all of them. You don't gotta sell your soul when you rocking with your bruh. Okay. Let me leave a link in the description in case y'all want to distribute your music through my platform. It's called Oringi World, and you can find it and sign up at oringi.org. I also sell my flutes, my handcraft cane flutes through the website, but I'm still doing my thing. Oh, you use DistroKid? Excuse me, it's hot. So let me prime it real quick. That's for the 144. That's for all the Israelites around the world. Okay. I handcraft these. Okay. This is my ringi in the key of G. I do all the keys and you get a custom stamp. It don't need the workshop unless it got this stamp of approval on it. So what I did was handcraft still needed music. Then, thank y'all. Thank y'all. I like to play after the end of a long day. I'll play this and calm down. I'll play it into the sunset. I'll play it, I'm on the land now, so I'll play it for all the creatures around. And I kid you not, y'all, it's one of the most magical things. I play it when that sun start going down. The fireflies come out. The raccoons get to chirping. All the birds get to going down for bed. You might even see a deer run out looking like, what's going on? Everybody around here, all the creatures know what's good with this here flute now. So I thank y'all. But it started with these. Then in 2018, I said, you know what? Being from the Bay, y'all know anything about the Bay Area. Y'all know we big on being independent musicians and independent recording artists. I'm from Vallejo, okay? The same place, E40, Mac Dre, Sly and the Family Stone, Confunction. Is it like the shofar? Yeah, it's just like the shofar, except you got more tonation with this. A shofar is just like this. You only get that with a shofar, one note, and then you could inflect on it. See, you could do that with a shofar. This Oringi cane flute, though, you got all the notes. You see, you got all the notes, and then you got octaves. I could go low, or I could stay that same note and go high, or I could go really high. See, so you got 3 different octaves. And so when you playing, you just play. Then you can do some freaky stuff like this. See how I'm making a whistle and trill like that? See, I'm telling y'all, this my instrument. It was blessed to me. The whole name Oringi, I created that word. It's a Yoruba, it's a compound of 2 Yoruba words, meaning Oring, meaning to sing, and Igi, meaning stick or tree. So Oringi put together is singing stick. Thank you. Thank you. So basically, that was first. I'm from Vallejo. So y'all know E40, Mac Dre, Sly and the Family Stone, Confunction. Who else? Me. There's so many artists from Vallejo. My point is, we all deal with the independent thing. And so in 2018, I was like, you know what? Let me take my independent game and let me transfer it to my own platform. So now I own Oringi.org, where you can distribute your music, audio and video. Everything is monetized. You have your own payout. You become a payee of your account. We handle everything through Western Union, though. But the dope thing is, all the artists that signed to Oringi World, audio and video distribution, you get paid in pounds, not dollars. So I did that for a couple reasons. I know the dollar finna crash before the pounds in England do. That's one. 2, pounds are more than dollars are. Okay? So you get more. They playing with us, y'all. Because they like, man, this dude not stopping. Got work to do. We got work to do. Thank all of y'all for joining and tapping in on this live stream, okay? We got work to do, though. All right? So that's the point. Music is because we have to use tools at our disposal as we can to reach the flock. A lot of the flock is still lost. So we're in a day right now where flock can be brought back in, can be reeled in, okay? That's why we have to pay attention to the music. When we make music, we have to pay attention. The beat is the bait. Y'all might not have heard what I'm finna say before, but check this out. The beat is the bait. The hook is the chorus. That's why it's called a hook. The beat is the bait because it's the first thing you hear that draw you into the sound, to the song. The lines that you speak, your lyrics, depending on how strong your lyric is, depending on the size of the fish you're gonna reel in. That's why when it's called a hit, what do they say when you got a bite? They say you got a bite or you got a hit, right? Your line is hitting. So you bring them in and then you reel them on in with your song. And this is what we have to do. If we're musicians for the Most High, we have to get the proper bait. This thing don't stop buffering. Thank y'all for rocking with me nonetheless. Again, Africa, it matters. This African, original African Heritage Bible. Look, again, all these beautiful images. So you can see yourself. Oh, I never even showed y'all this. Look at that. The empty tomb. Look at the angel standing on the rock. Do you think they want you to see yourself like this? No. Do they think they want you to see a Yahshua without no blonde hair and blue eyes? Look at Yahshua. You think they want y'all to see that? They want us to see these images? No. Look at this. The kiss of Judas, the betrayer. Look at that hook on his head. Look at the back of that boy's head like that. Look, how many of your brothers got heads like this? Huh? Look at this. Lama, Shabachthani. Lama. He says, Eli, Eli, Lama Shabachthani. That is an Afro-Semitic language. Aramaic. Eli, Eli, Lama Shabachthani. My El, my God, my Father, why have thou forsaken me? Why have you left me alone? Look. This is in the African Heritage Bible. Look, the Last Supper. Look. Y'all ever seen this Bible? Now it's starting to make more sense. Now you can see yourself. Hold on. Look at this. Lazarus being raised. Look at that. Look at this. Look. Look. Telling y'all. Look, when you start seeing yourself. Look. Look. That's how we do. This is how we do in Africa. The real versions. This is the real story. It's not even a version. Now it's starting to make sense. Look at this. Yeah, you should get this version. I would. I did. Look. Look at this. The Good Samaritan story. See? When we start seeing ourselves, look, the prodigal son. I got a song called Coming Home. I know y'all will love it. Look. That was the widow's mite. And then look, one of my favorites, Yahshua and the children. Hold on. I don't want to rip nothing. Because they always, when we was coming up, they always had a blonde hair, blue-eyed, hippie-looking dude sitting with all the children. With this Yahshua and the children. What Yahshua say? It'd be worse for y'all. It would be better for y'all to tie a millstone around your neck than to hurt one of these babies. I stands on that. I stands on that. I stands on that. So, you know, this wasn't about no music per se, But I just wanted to show y'all, look, Yahshua at the well. That's my Uncle Royal. I didn't know that obituary was in there like that. Man, just his birthday on the 26th too. Nicodemus. Look, it's the mission to the world. Hold on. When we start seeing ourselves, oh, look at Job. Job and all his friends. Look at them sores on Job. Back in the city, we had this Bible bookstore. It was called the Bible Bookstore. And it was right around the corner from our church. It's not there no more. But it's called the Bible Bookstore. Hold on, I'll go to the front and see if you can find one. All right. All right. The publisher. All right. It's called the Original African Heritage Study Bible. The Original African Heritage Study Bible. And it's published by James C. Winston Publishing Company, Nashville. Hold on. This is what it looks like. Take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot. Okay. And you want the one with special annotations relative to the African Edenic perspective. See, in this one, they even let you know Eden, black folk. Everything happening in this is black folk. The James C. Winston Publishing Company. The introduction, the introduction in this Bible is cold. Such a beautiful introduction. Let me read this to you real quick. Remember I was talking about Vodun? Look at this. Look at this right here. This paragraph right here. This is where I'm about to read from real quick. See Shango? Look. Hold on. Can y'all see? Look at that. Take a screenshot of that. That's in that book. Hold on. I'm about to read it to you real quick. The diversity of the Black religious experience. In its broadest application, the Black religious experience extends well beyond the parameters of the African American religious experience. The connotative sense of the Black experience is simply the religion of those persons whose parentage, self-understanding, and or physical features fall within the Black, Negroid, or African race. There is an astonishing diversity of religious beliefs and practices in the history of the world's Black people. This religious experience includes the religions of ancient Africa, Kush, Punt, and to a great extent ancient Egypt, as well as Black adaptations of Hebraic, Jewish, Christian, and Islamic beliefs and rituals. We could also mention traditional African religions and numerous derivatives found in the Black diaspora. Candomblé, which is Brazil, y'all have heard that before. Garifuna, which is Honduras. Shango, which is Trinidad. And Vodun, which is Haiti. Now, when you realize that all of these religions were offshoots in different formats of Hebrew Israelite tradition after we were either spread or after we left the east of Africa, then it begins to make more sense, because this is what this whole study was about tonight. This is why YouTube shut the stream down, because what I'm saying and what I'm premising in this study is that when you go back to West Africa primarily and you look at every single African traditional system, whether it be Ifa, Fa, Vodun, whether you look at the Shango traditions, whether you look at Ogun traditions, whether you look at Oya traditions, Yemaya traditions, if you look at all of them, They are all different offshoots of Hebrew Israelite tradition coming from the East. And many folks will say E5, for instance. I don't need nobody getting on this live, talking to me crazy, going in the comments, looking at me crazy. When you look at the video about Beyonce brought me to your page, great info. Y'all's on the way. My college guys gonna be locked up. My college guys is gonna be locked up. Hey, I'm gonna pray for all them too, because look, just like what happened with Paul and them in the book of Acts, when our folks was getting locked up, what happened? They started singing them hymns, they started singing them songs. All they had to do was stay strong and keep the faith, and that ground shook, bruh. Remember that ground shook? That ground shook, and them cell gates was opened up, and all our people that was locked up they got out. They got out. So every time I think of the brothers that's getting locked up right now, the biggest thing I could think of is prophesying. That's the biggest thing I could think about. And brothers waking up to the truth left and right, because everybody in the jail got cell phones. So what we need to do is connect our brothers in the cell with the truth as they able to get on their cell phone, as they able to talk, as they able to communicate and get the truth in there with them so that they know this is who we talking about. Okay? Every chain, every yoke will be broken. Okay? These, like you said, bro, y'all's on the way. Listen, these prison cells that's housing 98, 92, 93, 94% of our people is about to be broke open. But a lot of our people need to be still woke up. Okay? Still need to be woke up. So where's most of our people at? That's the warriors. Where's most of us at that made slightly naive, ignorant decisions to get put in there? In there. And so they need to be prophesied to as well. We need to speak life to our brothers and sisters behind the wall. Yes, sir. One question. I'm getting more into the Bible heavy. Job touched me deep. Where should I go next? Bro, let me show you something. I don't know if you just got on this live stream, but I'm grateful for you. Jacob is definitely waking up by the masses. Yes, ma'am. Bruh, D. Warner. Hold on, family. Job touched me deep. Where should I go next? Bruh, I got you. Let me show you something real quick. What I was sharing with the family was this version of the Bible. That's actually what I would consider to be the most truthful aspect of it, which is the original African Heritage Edition. The reason names like Jesus are still mentioned in this version is because so many of our people is still indoctrinated with Christianity. They gonna be scared if you tell them anything about Yahshua, even though Yahshua is the real name of Jesus. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. Let me show you something though. Where's the rest of my pictures at? These images, I just had them up. Hold on, bruh. I want to show you something because you spoke on Job, and then I'm going to speak on where you could go from there. All right? Because that's dope. All right, here we go. Let me show you something. Look, I'm glad you joining us, family. You welcome to see all the videos. You want to ask me all the questions you need to. Look at this. You speaking on Job. This is Job and his friends. But this is the true African perspective. Look at all his friends back there talking crazy about him. And look at Job with them sores on his hands. You see him sitting down there contemplating his life? Family, what I would do, and answer me this. Wow, I know. Listen, again, I'm going to go to the front of this book. Before I do that, let me just show y'all. Again, this is a virtuous woman. All my sisters, all my queen sisters, all my daughters of Zion. I want y'all to see what real virtuous women look like. A virtuous woman. This ain't no European. This is us. I want y'all to look at it. Look at these sisters up here. This is what a real virtuous woman look like. See how they tending to these baskets? Tending to feeding the houses of Israel. Look at this. This is Mary and Elizabeth. This Yahshua mama and his auntie. Do y'all see this? I hope y'all see. I hope y'all see. Now, what I was saying, bruh, D. Warner, I ain't forgot about you, family. What I was saying was, when we look and oh, my goodness. Y'all gotta get this copy of the Bible, y'all. Look, I forgot. Look at Moshe. Look at Moses. Moses, the lawgiver with the tablet in his hands. The real Israelites, y'all. When you understand that this is the whole reason for this series of live videos tonight. When you understand that the Bible is an African narrative, okay? The Bible is an African narrative. The reason we have a lot of issue with it is because the Europeans, even in the Bible, is whipping on us. Because the Most High allow it. Greek, Rome, Babylon, they not Europeans, but heck, Portuguese. Who else I got named? Persia. Everybody that's not African was given a chance to whoop on African people. Do y'all see this? And then we were scattered all across the world. That's why in Jeremiah chapter 29, do I gotta go back to Jeremiah chapter 29? Bruh, I still ain't forgot about you, D. Warner. I think I got to go back to Jeremiah chapter 29. I got to go back, cause see, we got to see. We sent me to the Geneva. Oh yeah, I'm still learning. But everything like about this want to know his purpose for me. Bruh, I got you on your question and that. Watch this. Jeremiah 29. Let me just speak this word to you. Look, we all in the word. Look, what the word just say. Where was our first Peter? Oh man. So for this moment, the tag teaming up on us like we in a WWF wrestling match. Come on, brother Carlton Way. Bruh, right here. Living for God. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 3. Let's go to verse 1. Therefore, since Yahshua suffered in his body, arm yourselves. Arm yourselves. D. Warner, why did you just get led to this channel? You seen the Beyonce video. If something said in that video. Oh, now you're trying to. I want to talk to my brother. I just want to talk to my brother real quick. He asked me a question. I just want to talk to my brother real quick. This was supposed to be closing statements. And then our brother D. Warner come on to the live stream and got some serious questions. Bro, I know how you feel. I said, I just want to talk to you real quick, bruh. How come you was led to that Beyonce video, bruh? How come you didn't get turned off from the truth, bruh? How come you heard something in that truth that resonated with you to make you have to go to this live stream now, bruh? Why are you asking me a question about your purpose right now, bruh? Because it's divine and ordained for you to get some sort of food, some sort of real soul food, spiritual food from one of your own brothers so that you can stay fueled and empowered and motivated through this time we living in, bruh. So that you could spread the truth too. Check this out. You ask what your purpose is. I'm going to just give you a piece of it. Therefore, I was led to you. Hey, I love y'all to life. And you know, Carlton Way, you know when I say that, I mean it. I love y'all to life. Check this out. Therefore, since Yahshua suffered in his body, arm yourselves, daughter of the Most High from my Father's eye. Beware, he come. He gonna reign. He ain't playing no more games. It's time for boots. Yeah, I'm gonna let you say that. Boots to booties. In Yahshua's name, my song's lyrics. Oh, sis, please leave that song so we can support you in the comments. Please leave that song. Therefore, since Yahshua suffered in his body, arm yourselves also with the same attitude, because whoever suffers in the body is done with sin. As a result, they do not live the rest of their earthly lives for evil human desires, but rather for the will of God. For you have spent enough time in the past doing what pagans choose to do, living in debauchery, lust, drunkenness, orgies, carousing, and detestable idolatry. They are surprised that you do not join them in their reckless, wild living, and they heap abuse on you. Bruh, you done probably had all kind of crazy. You done been called all kind of crazy, all kind of stupid, all kind of what bruh doing. He was just rocking with us the other day. Now he talking about he want to be in the Bible. Now he talking about he a Hebrew Israelite. Now he talking about he want to walk in the truth. And they trying to knock you down, bruh. But that's everybody that was in the past where you was at. And them the same people who your heart gotta be softened toward, bruh, so that you can still have mercy on them the same way the Father and Mother, eternal mother, have mercy on you. Eternal mother is the Holy Spirit, my G. The Most High got their hand on you. When I say I'm talking about the Most High Father and the Mother, you might not have heard about the Mother in the context that I'm telling you, but that's the Holy Spirit, bruh. Look, do your own due diligence. I don't want to get just rock with your bruh real quick. Living in debauchery, lust, drunkenness, orgies, carousing, and detestable idolatry. And what happened when you say you living in the truth? They are surprised that you do not join them in their reckless, wild living, and they heap abuse on you. But they will have to give account to him who is ready to judge the living and the dead. For this is the reason the gospel was preached even to those who are now dead, so that they might be judged according to human standards in regard to the body and this body, but the group, the membership, but live according to God in regard to the spirit. The end of all things is near. Here go part of your purpose too, bruh. Therefore be alert and of sober mind so that you may pray. Now, I don't smoke the herb no more right now, but you know, I'm from the Bay, man. So I used to smoke and talk and cheat and blow smoke out like a chimney. Okay. But what I realized when I would smoke, I would be in my sober mind. It would help me confront even the most, like when I confronted even the most hardest scriptures in here. If I was smoking, I was smoking. But I don't suggest doing no drinking. Drinking gonna throw us off. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even suggest doing smoking right now, just because we in this crazy time. And when all resources are gone, and let's say you've been smoking for the past year, 2 months, your body is gonna go through something. Your body gonna go through something if you got a cold turkey really fast. Okay. And last thing you want to have to do is cold turkey in the winter months where your body will have cold sweats or anything like that. So I suggest just tapering off of everything right now. Just taper off everything and just feed your body, feed your soul, feed your mind with the truth. That's my suggestion. That's my suggestion. I feel it as a college athlete. Right on, bruh. I'm an athlete too. I'm just not in college no more. So, you know what I mean? So, hey, I'm telling you, I'm not telling, I don't tell no man how to be no man. I'm just suggesting. It's your brother suggesting. The Father's work on us is amazing. I love it. He comes to us where we are. Ask Jonah. That's right. So, look, bruh, you said you asked what your purpose is. That's one of the most powerful things you could ask. Every time I've asked the Most High what my purpose is, it's came through for me. I asked the Most High what my purpose was about 3, 4 weeks ago. I was out praying in the field working on my crops. I was out there praying, bruh. I came back and Mama Carolyn, one of our dear mamas, she was on a video. She saw one of my videos and she left a comment. She didn't even realize that I had prayed and how it was going to help me. She said, Ju, you doing the work that you're supposed to be doing, empowering all of us saints and empowering those who was the elder group who need that second wind. Those of us that's battle worn. Bruh, as soon as she said that, it hit me. My job is to stay strong. Just like you know how you got a captain or a lieutenant in the army, but that's on the front line, though. I'm not talking about one of them old little weak officers that send their children, everybody else's children out to war. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about one of them ones, one of them goons who's out there fighting on the front line too, almost like some Lieutenant Dan stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Right out there with the real soldiers out there. That's how I see myself. I'm not no better than y'all. Okay, I'm on the front lines too. It's just that when I got chose to do this work, the Most High knew I was going to use all of my skills from my music recording days, from my hyphy days, from my Bay Area days, everything that I've been through, everything. And I was going to take that same zeal that I was living in the world with, and I was going to go even harder in this truth. So please don't mind me. I'm not yelling at y'all. I'm just passionately speaking right now. Because it's a brother on here, y'all, right now, D. Warner. D. Warner. Y'all keep D. Warner in y'all prayers. Because D. Warner asks one of the most important questions a young brother could even ask. I just want to know what my purpose is. And as long as our brothers and sisters asking what their purpose is, that means they trying to get out of Babylon system. That means they trying to get out of this whole devilish programming that's going on. That means they trying to get out of the American dream. They trying to figure out how to use this in their heart so that they can be of service to the Most High. I'm always going to support that. So look, the end of all things is near. This is still 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. Therefore, be alert and of sober mind so that you may pray. Above all, love each other deeply. That's why I say I love you to life. I don't say I love you to death. I don't say I love you to death. I say I love you to life. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others. Bruh, you want to know what your purpose was? What gifts and talents do you have right now? What gifts and talents do you have? You're an athlete. So are you playing football? Are you playing baseball? Are you playing soccer, basketball? Who can you talk to on that court? Who can you talk to in that field that's going to listen to you and the word being brought through you? Who is one of your homies out there on the court, on the field, that been one of your dogs that been out there grinding with you out on the field, who have seen you one way and now is seeing you this way? And they know when they seen you this way, you was really in it. And now they seeing you this way and you really, really in it for the Most High. And they know you're not playing. Which one of your folks seen that transition and know you're not playing with this? Them is the first people you need to go talk to, bruh. And you need to pray. Just like verse 8 say. No, verse 7 say, and the end of all things is near. Therefore be alert and of sober mind so that you may pray. Pray for wisdom, an increase in understanding, an increase in knowledge. Pray for a window of opportunity that you can take that knowledge and use it in sound wisdom to go forth and talk to those who give you a window of opportunity to talk to them. Pray that the word is retained on your heart and your mind so that even if you don't have this book, you can still preach the truth. You can still share the truth, bruh. And know that this book is an African book. Don't let nobody sway you. That's just your brother TheRealTrueJu talking to you. See, when you talked about Beyonce, right? Beyonce, she wants us to look at African spiritual traditions again. That's dope. But she doesn't want us to see ourselves from the Hebraic Israelite perspective as we should through the tradition. She wants us, see, there's a right hand and a left hand. This is another reason you know that the Most High, he is a black man. But this is also another reason you know that the Hebrew Israelites are black. And this is another reason you know that we come from Africa. You have what's called the left-hand path and the right-hand path. The right hand is what the Most High calls all of his chosen to and establish them through his right hand. The left hand of the Most High is where all of the wicked ones go. It's how the wicked ones are dealt. Even though, I'll save that for another lesson for what I was going to say. The left side is where the wicked go. Okay? The right side is where the righteous go. When you deal with E5, when you deal with Vodun, you look at the African traditional spiritual systems on the west coast of Africa, you will immediately, well, you might immediately see that you have a left side and you have a right-hand path, a left-hand path and a right-hand path. The left-hand path is dealing with more of the evil, nasty, low vibratory elements. The left-hand path is what Europeans try to get us to focus on when we deal with West Africa, so that we don't want to go and deal with our ancestors or our relatives in West Africa, or even look at West Africa as being the place where we were stolen from as Hebrew Israelites, and the place where Jeremiah 29 tells us we're going to go back to. Verse 14, Jeremiah 29. Verse 12, then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. I will be found by you, declares the Most High, and I will bring you back from captivity. Ain't we in captivity, scattered across the four corners of the world? Most High tell us when we come back to him and pray with all our hearts, he will listen to us and bring us out of captivity. But where he gonna bring us to? You might have missed this part, bruh. Where he gonna bring us to? I will be found by you, declares the Most High, and will bring you back from captivity. I will gather you from all the nations and places where I have banished you, declares the Most High, and will bring you back. Now you got me going high pitched like them preachers in the pulpit. And will bring you back to the place from which I carried you into exile. Where were we carried into exile? We were carried into exile from West and East Africa primarily. And when you look at it like this, you'll see the southern kingdom of Judah is really East, Central, and West Africa, and the northern kingdom of Israel is South Africa, where the Zulu live. God sent me an old friend who's a goon in Yah's army. Ever since I've been finding people like you, only more proof he is the Most High. D. Warner, you on the right path, brother. You on the right path. That's all I got to tell you. So to answer the rest of your question, love one another, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received. Yes, to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. That's why I use everything I can. Y'all will catch me playing this flute. Y'all gonna catch me singing R&B. Y'all will catch me singing praise and worship music. You gonna catch me rapping. You'll catch me hooping for the Most High, if that's what I got to do, and dunk on somebody's head and then tell them, hey, well, you know what God talking about, right? Whatever I got to, God gave us these Israelites all these hops, right? Whatever I got to say in its various forms to reach the lost sheep of the house of Israel is what I'm about, okay? What I was saying about Beyonce was that Beyonce has chosen to serve the devil. Beyonce has chosen to serve the left-hand path. So when our lost brothers and sisters see Beyonce getting back into the African spiritual systems, they not realizing that we really Hebrew Israelites. And they not really realizing that the culture, true Hebraic culture, is still living every day without this Bible, without the letter of the word. The true spirit, the true Hebrew Israelite spirit is all in Africa right now, without the use of the Bible. That's another thing that throw us off over here. We feeling like everywhere we go, we got to have the Bible out just for one of us to even listen. And we still not listening. We still not listening. But as soon as one of them Europeans tell you, oh, you an Israelite, oh, you one of the lost tribes of Israel, as soon as one of them Jewish people get to talking that stuff, then we want to listen and believe. See, I told you we was Israelites. See? Nah, we Israelites for sure. But you need to know that for yourself. And you need to know that Africa is all in this Bible. Shout out to your homie. He right. Look, if anyone speaks, they should do so as one who speaks the very words of God. If anyone serves, they should do so with the strength God provides, so that in all things God may be praised through Yahshua Mashiach. To him be the glory and power forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And like we say in West Africa, Ashe, and we say Amen, Amen. Look, y'all, Bruh, after Job, I would go get me this. The books of Enoch, Jubilees, and Yasha. You know all those things that's in the book of Job, talking about like Behemoth and Leviathan and like all the mysterious type things that's said in Job. Like when you get deep into Job, it's a lot of mysterious things that's said, right? Don't forget, y'all, get you a copy of this. I don't get no commission for telling y'all to get a copy of this Bible. I don't know the publishers. I don't know them. All I know is when you looking at a regular King James Bible and you open it up and you might see white Jesus in there, blonde hair, blue eyes, and you see little chubby face angels. That's little white little things. And then you see this, you like, oh snap. In one of those. I ain't seen Lilith. Let me see if Adam and Eve is even in the pictures. Let me see. Hold on. Noah and his sons. Hold up. No, they didn't do. Oh, these pictures cold though. No, they didn't do Adam and Eve, bruh. And Lilith, if you was to ask me, Lilith, if you go back and read Genesis chapter 1, it's kind of off subject a little bit, but if you go back and read Genesis chapter 1 very, 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 very carefully, you will see that there was already a human creation before Adam and Eve in the garden, okay? And you'll see that Adam and Eve were created and placed into the garden away from what I like to call general population. General population is what Cain went to when he killed Abel and got kicked out of Eden or had to leave his parents. That's where he went, to general pop, okay? So just know that there was a big population of humans on the earth before Adam and Eve was even born or created. Now look, this Samson and Delilah. Look at that sister cutting his hair off like that, cutting his locks off. Oh yeah, we on a flat earth, bruh. Folks don't be ready for that talk though. Look at this one. Look at David and Goliath. He looked like Shaquille O'Neal. Look at this. Look at Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. Look. Look. Start to see yourself. Hold on. Look at Melchizedek. How many brothers you know pose like that in the hood right now? Look at Melchizedek. Look at this. Joseph in Egypt. Look. Look like all the homies just sitting down chilling. Look at all the Israelite brothers. Look. Just chilling. Look how he posted on the stoop. The stoop of Kemet. Look. Ain't that how we be looking? Watch this. Look at Abraham, Isaac, and then look at the angel come and stop him. Look. Look at Noah and his sons. Oh, this one right here, this gonna kill that whole myth of Japheth being white, of Ham being the only black one, and then Shem being whatever he's supposed to be, knowing he black though, because we all Israelites. Look at this. Noah was black, and all three of his sons was black too. Noah and his sons. Y'all see that? Shem, Japheth, and Ham. Shem came in Japheth. Japheth, Shem, and Cain. And then Moshe. Moses, the lawgiver. Once again, this is the original Heritage Study Bible. Screenshot that. The original African Heritage Study Bible, King James Version, and there go the publisher. So y'all know you got the right one. My brother D. Warner, after Job, I will go into the books of Enoch, Jubilees, and Jasher. I'm beating my weakness for the flesh. Yeah, that's one of the hardest ones. Just go on fast, bruh. Like for part of the day, right? Now all this just advice. I'm loving it. I'm loving this live. Thanks again for never giving up. You welcome. Hey, one thing the Most High did with me made me so tenacious. Yo, I don't give up. I do like Aaliyah said. Dust yourself off and try again. That's me all day long. I don't stop. Look, y'all say it with me. This is the slogan the Most High put on me. Remember this, y'all. I will not give up. I will not give in. I was born a champion. I was made to win. Say it again. I will not give up. I will not give in. I was born a champion. I was made to win. And as long as you get back into this truth, remember, it's not what we do. It's not what we do. For by grace we are saved through faith. And that faith is not of ourselves. It's Yahshua's faith in the Most High to get him through into eternal life, to get back and regenerate, right? Into the body, to show and prove that death has no dominion over the soul, right? And to be that shining example, because the world hated him first before it hated us. And then we take on the mantle of Yahshua, the clothes, the armor, the head plate, the breastplate, the spear, the shield, and we move forward to the best of our ability, knowing who our enemy is. That's why I say, I'm not a wolf in sheep clothing. I forgot to finish that part up. I'm not a wolf in sheep clothing. I'm a sheep in wolf clothing. I'm not a wolf in sheep clothing. I'm a sheep in wolf clothing. So you got to know I'm one bad sheep. If I'm rocking some wolf skin, what sheep you know knocking down wolves? I got to be cold if I'm running around here with some wolf skin on and I'm a sheep of the Most High. All right? And that's what I'm asking y'all to do the same. I will not give up. I will not give in. I was born a champion. I was made to win. So, bruh, D. Warner, I'm so thankful for your presence in this one, family, because you brought us some good points, and I want to help much as I can. You're not the only one going through these things. Fast in small increments. Start with no food, or start with a certain food you're not eating. Maybe instead of eating a hamburger in the day, you'll start with some crackers, like some club crackers, some Keebler Club crackers or something like that. That's right. And I got them shirts for y'all coming too. I got the battle worn shirts. They already out. I got the book. Look, here's my book. I had to do a shameless plug. Don't know if y'all was able to see it. From Clutter to Cleanliness, The Renewal of a Mind. Okay? Y'all pick up this book on my website, TheRealTrueJu.org. Y'all pick it up in e-format. It's less expensive in e-format. It's a direct download. If you get the paperback like that is, or you get the hardcover, which, oh, thank the Most High, finally got the hardcover finally went to print, y'all. Today, woo! I finally got my hardcover. So if y'all place an order for that book on TrueJu.org, let me leave it for y'all. TrueJu.org. I can customize it for you, personalize it, or I could send it straight out to you. But Brother D. Warner, what I was saying, the rest of the family, with fasting, if you're not eating a hamburger, for instance, go with some crackers for the day and some water, okay? Just eat a few crackers, wake up early, maybe 5 o'clock, 5:30, and now that wasn't for y'all to be buying nothing or nothing like that. This is the thing. Y'all notice I'm not big on the tithe thing. and my channel ain't monetized. So I'm not big on tithing. I always know I have to work hard for everything I got in my life. Okay. Hard work. That's I got so many jobs it ain't even funny. But I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a serial entrepreneur. So everything that I do is me funneling what my talents and gifts are, and then I create products. I box up my talent and I sell it. Look, this is my company, Oringi. I handcraft these flutes. Okay, these is custom handcraft flutes. Okay, and I take mine because that's just how I get down. I used to be a captain in drumline. So whenever we have our sticks, our drumsticks, we tape them. So that's just something that I did. You can customize this Oringi however you want to. Okay, but my point is, we living in a time right now where we have to do like our fathers and our mothers before us. We have to find and really locate and identify what our gifts and talents are, and we must not be afraid to formulate a plan around those gifts and talents. Not only because this is the time we living in, but because of the time we're living in. Meaning, this system is falling. There's only so much we can do anyway, especially when we're woke. I told myself I'm not going to be doing certain things to make it appear as though I'm still in league with Babylon's system. Okay. So I create my own products. I write my own books. Well, my own book as of right now. I release and distribute my own music so that I don't have to deal with the distro kids trying to get me to sell my soul or holding me hostage with my royalties and this and that type of thing. No. Ringy World Music and Distribution, you music and video distribution, you get all of your royalties. I'm an independent artist first. So I had to look at what I do is how can I take all of my tools, how can I take everything I've been blessed with, all my know-how, and present it back to my people in a good way, where I'm not trying to get them to sell their soul, well, I'm not trying to get over on my own people. Well, the platforms have been created. It's up to y'all to use them or not. But your brother not here to get over on you. I got my own. And that's the other thing. I create all my own stuff. The distro kids and the TuneCores of the world, they're ran by corporate entities who still are making us slave away, creating our essence, our music, and distributing it through them. And they cut deals with the bigger corporations like Spotify and the three main I wasn't even supposed to be talking about all this. You got Sony, you got Disney and Universal. They the three major labels right now. And every single record label that's not independent is underneath them as a sub label. They cut deals with Spotify and Apple Music. That's why you don't be seeing your streaming royalties. Whoever's out here in this thread right now, they might be mad at me for saying this, but I'm on the back end of this thing, so I know. I know we talking about spiritual things, but just hear me out. This is part of my business. So I get information from the back end. I get information that the front side don't normally get. If most of us knew what TuneCore and DistroKid was really up to and the type of deals they cut, you wouldn't release your music through them, and you would do whatever you got to do as far as your own due diligence to either rock with a company like mine, or you would try to figure out how to do your own. Now, the catch of doing your own is you have to have a large catalog. That's the catch. You have to have a large catalog to be included in what's called ingestion with the streaming companies that you are distributing your music digitally to. So everybody's not in that position. So that's the only reason I don't go on that side and talk about that. But maybe one day, if you all get your catalogs together or your whole block get together and you like, I trust sis to do all my music, and then you end up with a large catalog, then come holler at your bruh True Jew, and I'll tell you how to get put on with your own distribution platform as well. But it's about taking ownership and control. Now we in this time of the end of this system falling. So even my distribution channels, everything that we doing online, are mytrueju.org. That's temporal. That's temporary. When it all shut down, it ain't gonna be no more trueju.org.com. It ain't gonna be no more of that. It ain't gonna be no more YouTube. That's why I be saying, y'all, please take your notes. Listen to your bruh True Jew. Don't gotta believe everything I say, because I'm not about that belief stuff no more. I'm about knowing. I don't like to believe. I like to know. And I know what I know, and that's what I share with y'all. Now, you don't have to believe what I'm saying. You can look for yourself and see, follow the breadcrumbs and see what I'm saying to be true or not. And you got tapped in with me so you could get back out here and be like, hey, brother, I don't like what you talking about. It's not because I don't like what you got to say. It's that I went to go check what you were saying, and what you saying ain't adding up to what's all out there, bruh. So what you doing trying to throw a 42 fake at us? Why you trying to okey doke us? Then get at me if that's what it is. But I done did my due diligence. And now I'm just taking everything I know and I'm presenting it to y'all, my family, so that we can all be on the same page in this spiritual war that we all got to fight. I hope that my actions enable you to choose sides. Okay? And if you choose a side, hopefully you choose. Oh my goodness, y'all. Remember I was talking, if you choose a side, I hope you choose the right side. Remember I was talking about the Most High got the right and the left. Oh my goodness, look at this. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 22. Who? Nah, let's go back to 21. And this water symbolizes baptism, talking about Noah and the baptism of the Holy Spirit. Y'all could go and do your due diligence on that one, but I just wanted to read something about the right hand. This water symbolizes baptism that now saves you also. Not the removal of dirt from the body, but the pledge of a clear conscience toward God. It saves you by the resurrection of Yahshua Mashiach, who has gone into heaven and is at God's right hand with angels, authorities, and powers in submission to him. See, those authorities and powers, those are what our West African brothers and sisters call Orisha. Okay? If you don't allow mainstream media to throw you off, and these people who hate the Bible so much that they're going to tell you they worship the Orisha, Ogun, and Obatala, and Yemaya, and all of the Orisha you've heard, Shango, all of the Orisha are embodiments of the physical elements and properties as creations from the Most High. When you look in all of the books on Ifa, and if you go to the true high priest and high priestess, they will tell you, no, son, no, daughter, we're not supposed to worship the Orisha. We don't worship the Orisha. That's not true. That's not how it's supposed to be. And all of the Babalawos that are running around talking about, no, you're supposed to worship Ogun and worship Orishas, and it's not true. That's not true. And that is what scares us too, a lot of times in our thinking, from even looking at West African culture as it stands in Hebraic Israelite culture context today. That's why Yahshua Mashiach, who has gone into heaven and is at God's right hand with angels, authorities, and powers in submission to him, those authorities and powers in submission to the Most High, those are your Orisha. Those are the elementals, the elements. Okay? It's kind of in this lesson because we're talking about the African way of thinking. And when you could realize that the Hebrew Israelites are African, Shemitic, then it'll help you see yourself further in this book. It'll help you realize that Judah is right here. On all of the European maps, Judah is right here. Judah. But when you flip it, now it becomes the southern kingdom of Judah. Because this is how our ancestors and ancestresses saw Africa and see Africa. Kemet is right here. It don't take nothing but 8 hours to go into Israel from here to here. But it'll definitely take 40 years in the wilderness running around crocodiles, lions, and hippopotamus to get through Africa and go this way. Once you see the Bible that way, then you see the truth. That's why I'm able to tell you like this right now. I've been blessed to see the truth. That's why I changed my name from Skrippcha to True Jew. And I'm still Skrippcha, but I'm True Jew. All right. God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. Peter, 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 4. This is for all my family watching too. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him, standing firm in the faith, because you know that the family of believers throughout the world is undergoing the same kind of sufferings. Okay? That's another reason your brother TheRealTrueJu had to create this channel. It was time. Y'all not the only ones. I know I'm not the only one. I know y'all not the only ones. This is the fall of Babylon. Yes. I'm here for it. It's 3 a.m. in DC and I'm here till it's over. And yes, I looked into the breakdowns of DistroKid. It's so crazy, but I don't care about the money, so I just did it. Yeah, but they do. They do care about the money. They're using all of your content to boost up their analytics. So when they show the papers to the Circuit City, I said Circuit City like they still around. When they show your papers to the General Electrics and to all the Fortune 100 companies to get them to spend advertising dollars on you, on their company so that they could continue to free stream, who music do you think they're using to show these companies that they got a big listener base? They're using Cream Carly music. They're using Skrippcha music. But we don't see none of the royalties, huh? And how come, did you know this? Let me tell you something. I'm not telling you this to make y'all mad. But did you know that when you go and stream your music, you could be streaming your music, the only one on earth streaming your music all day. You know you the only one streaming. Well, you don't know you the only one, but you know that's the only music you streaming. When you wake up, you streaming your music. I don't care if it's the same song 1,000 times a day, right? That's the only music you streaming, right? But Lil Uzi Vert is going to get all your royalties first. Did you know that? Because the 3 major record labels, Disney, you got Disney, Warner, Universal. But Disney, Warner, Universal also got Sony in there too. Okay? All of that money that you got streaming through your song is going to Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug, Future, Drake first. And you getting the crumbs if it's any left. Now that's some back end intel. That's some back end intel. It ain't no good. That's why this next project that I thought about releasing, I said I'm gonna go on. Let me give y'all some insight on how I would do it as an independent artist. I'm going on YouTube. I'm gonna release it through YouTube. I'm gonna release it through YouTube because I check my own analytics. YouTube is one of the platforms I do get my streaming royalties through. Spotify, no. Spotify just makes it easy to access our music with those who would look at you side-eyed if you still on YouTube or if you're only on YouTube. Now, Oringi World distributes to all the platforms. When you have your artist account, you can go in the back end and you can decide what platform you want your music to go to, though, before you hit distribute. So what I'm doing, because I distribute my music through my own platform, I'm going to only release this next project or next series of projects through YouTube. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all the physical copies, all the streaming that is on the back end of streaming. Like instead of going to Spotify, I'm just trying to make it simple for y'all. I'm putting all that on TheRealTrueJu.org. So my advice is get you your own personal artist website. You should have and I'll hurry up and do this, Queen. Get you queenyourname.com or .org before somebody see this and get your name, okay? Get it, get the domain, and then have somebody build out your website, okay? I'm also in web design as well, okay? I have a web design company called Cold Calls, okay? Me and my partner, me and my business partner, we do web designing, all sorts of web designing. I guess you would call that a shameless plug, but hey, look at TheRealTrueJu.org. Look at Oringi.org. If you like how them look, we do you a website like that or however you want. Okay? But get you a website. All it got to be is a landing page. A landing page just means when people go to your website, they got the pertinent information on it and something that one of your products, one of your gifts and talents that you packaged up to sell. Okay, that's what I would suggest you do. Get your music off of the Spotify's, Apple Musics, and all of that, and just pick one of those platforms to drive the marketing. Okay, and then when your marketing pick up, as people know about you, then that's when you check your analytics to see who is listening to what on where, and those are the songs you put online first, so you don't overwhelm people who go to your website. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Um, with our streaming, so the streaming is like this for Oringi World. You get 100% on your royalties. Okay. So I have two different packages. I have a free package where we take 5% out of the 100%. So you get 95% of all of your royalties if you go the free route. And that's only because I got a small team. It's like five of us. I got a small team who deal with the uptake and the keeping up of the website and everything of the platform, right? But if you do a paid 99¢, I think we at now per single, and I want to say $9.99 for a whole album up to 100 tracks. So I think I was even gonna do that. I want to release a project that's 100 tracks. Who did that before? I think I got one partner who got like a whole 100 tracks or so, but it's not really released as one project. But I don't know nobody else who got a 100 track product that's out, right? So you can pay $9.99 and release up to 100 tracks, from 7 to 100 tracks as one project, okay, for $9.99 forever. We don't do that like DistroKid every year. TuneCore, you got to pay $10 or $50 just to keep your music up. It's a one-time fee for 100% of your royalties back. If you do the free route, it's free for life. You get to take your music down on both packages whenever you want to, except we take 5% of the royalties as they come in just for upkeep of the website. When you do that other way, the paid package, you basically covering the cost, okay, of what it would take to upkeep your album and everything. Because at that point, the upkeep only pertains to when a new streaming platform comes out. Okay, does that make sense? So we also do licensing. So every other month or so, we'll email all of our clients an email that talks about a new licensing opportunity. Like when TikTok first came out, it used to be Musical.ly. Okay, so TikTok used to be a platform called Musical.ly. All right. And nobody was messing with Musical.ly. I had a niece that was messing with it. And then when it transformed into TikTok, because at first it used to just be like a karaoke thing, it didn't pick up no steam. But we had our licensing opportunities for all of our clients for Musical.ly. Nobody was really rocking with it, not even the artist. I was. And then it transferred over to TikTok. So if you go to TikTok, I forget how TikTok really works. I'm not on it like that. But I think that you could go to a catalog of musicians, of recording artists. If you put in Skrippcha, my music will come up and you could gig to it, dance to it, whatever. If you go on Facebook stories and all of that, and you look for my music, it's up there. All of the artists we represent, music is up there. So you could wild out to my music if you want to on a story, do your thing, whatever, and it's up there. And the same thing will happen for you if you go through Oringi World. We also offer Vivo channels. Vivo channels cost anywhere from 350, 450. Cats be ripping heads for Vivo channels. Oringi World, Vivo channels are free. Okay? If you have a music video and you want that Vivo stamp on it to make it official, go through Oringi World, get you a Vivo video set up, and just do your thing. Okay? We got you. What else? Everything is monetized immediately. So you know how on YouTube, if you don't have 1,000 subscribers or whatever, you can't be monetized. And that means if you release your music on a new YouTube channel and you only got 50 subscribers, you're not going to be able to be monetized. If you release it through Oringi World, your channel will immediately be monetized. Okay? You have your logo up there, everything. Whatever you want, it'll be up there. And your artist representation. And what we do is we shut off all the comments. Okay? Because people be nasty. So we'll shut off all the comments to your content, and that's the only downside. We don't do the comment thing, so people won't be able to like be like, hey, yeah, I love your song or whatever, whatever. But that's the flip if you want to be monetized. So it's a trade-off. If you want to have your personal channel and then build up monetization that way, then by all means do that. And then you could control the content. I mean the comments. I'm on TikTok under all my names over 15 years. They acquire everything, CD baby and all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So just listen. This I wasn't trying to plug nothing that's live is even about, y'all. It's about highlighting and using myself as an example because we in the end of this system. And like I was saying, this system is going down. Okay. All of this ain't gonna mean nothing in a minute. And we're gonna be the kings and queens of the new system. We're gonna be the governors, the chiefs, the presidents, the mayors of the new system, the new kingdom to come. So honestly, your brother True Jew, I call this busy work. You know, when you at the job, when you at work, and you did everything, you want to clock out, but you got about 30 minutes to go, but you did everything that you were supposed to do, and the boss want to come out there and try to tell you to sweep the cobwebs out the corner of the ceiling. You like, bro, I don't get paid to do that. He like, you getting paid to do it right now. You still on this clock. Well, that's called busy work, right? Well, that's how I look at even my look. I'm not trying to downplay my music. My music is dope. What I'm saying in the context of what's happening is I'm only using my music because that's what the Most High asked me to do in First Peter chapter 4. Look, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others. You feel me? Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful steward of God's grace in its various forms. So we have gifts. That's just like the man who had them talents, who was giving them talents. When the overseer came back, bro was sitting on his talents and was like, man, I thought you just wanted me to sit on these. The other brother was like, man, I've been using my talents. Look, this is what I got for you. Okay, I'm gonna give you some more. Well, that's all I call myself doing, y'all. I'm just using the gifts that I've been given for the time being, knowing that the new kingdom is coming. And when the new kingdom come, we really gonna be able to show out and use our gifts, but it's gonna be all in the praise and glory of the Most High. See, I'm not. When I first started my music, y'all, I was out here ratchet. I'm a hood baby, you know, so I was out there. I'm from a hood called Millersville, Central Vallejo. It's wild, you know, it's Vallejo. So it's got a whole different feel to it. It's the Bay, you know, and so that's where I'm from. And so I was out there doing what I thought I was supposed to do, putting on my hood and all this type of thing, getting shot at, doing some shooting, you know, acting a fool. I'm only telling y'all that because that's the old Jew. You know what I mean? That's gone. That's gone. That dude is gone. If I was living that way, I'm gonna be alive, y'all. I'll be dead. In 2007, the Most High sent the angels to me and told me, Jude, if you keep doing just like that. Some of y'all know the story I told y'all before. I lost 3 partners in a matter of a month and a half, just like that. And I seen myself every time one of them got chopped down. And by some reason, by the grace of the Most High, I'm here right now. Think I'm gonna let their life be in vain by acting a fool? You think I'm gonna stand up here and play with my life, the blessing that I've been given? No, I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be Noah. I'm gonna be Moses, whoever they want to call me, because I know the truth now. See, when I was out there wilding out, I only knew a piece of the truth, and I definitely didn't have no zeal to be dealing with the Most High like this. Be have enough nerve to get out here on YouTube where it's all kind of Satanism and all kind of demonic stuff going on, bro. You got to who you think you is getting out here on YouTube talking like this, hoping that these words land with the truth. That's all. I owe the Most High everything. I owe the Most High my whole life, my whole being, my whole existence. I wouldn't even be here, y'all. That's no cap. So if I know this, I'm not gonna sit around here and play. And that's why I'm so blessed and thankful for y'all to be on here with me. Because that means y'all not playing either. Sis say it's 3 o'clock in DC. Oh, she done probably heard some bang bang. Woo, woo, woo. Made a decision to rock with us. It's 2:35 a.m. right now. I'm like, dang, what in the world? I didn't even realize it. Where I'm at. Y'all see what I'm saying? I don't know where y'all at all in the world. But I thank y'all for rocking with me, and I thank the Most High, because this is the soul food. This is the real truth. This all we got, y'all. All we got is the Most High and each other. And we woke and we waking up. The elite know this. That's why they running scared. That's why Elon Musk, like I started them last lives off saying, Elon Musk ain't buying nothing. He's selling everything. What do the scriptures even say? Buy nothing but sell everything and hold tight to the truth. If Elon Musk is doing it, but still up there in the main scene talking about buy this stock and that stock, that's a lie. He working for the devil, and he's still in some way or form listening to the Bible in the sense where he like, hey, I'm not dealing with none of this. I'm selling everything and I'm going underground. That's what Elon Musk's saying, right? But what we're saying is it ain't no underground for us. We standing strong, and we standing on ground, and we know we keeping our eye up to the sky. We see the light ships and the angels flying by every night. Each one of y'all have a fleet of angels that has been delegated to keep charge over your life. All you got to do is look up and see them. Live within the fruits of the Most High and the Spirit of the Most High. And watch how, even though everything around you is crumbling, everything around us is crumbling, you still going to be having a way to be made out. You still going to be having the food that you need to eat. You still going to be having the clean water you need to drink. You still going to be having some form of roof and shelter over your head. You still going to be having shoes on your feet and clothes on your back. You still going to be able to give thanks to the Most High. You still going to be able to make $1 out of 15 cents. I'm telling y'all right now. All right. I didn't know we was gonna go this long in the live, and I didn't know we was gonna have all these little hiccups that we had, but I did know we was gonna persevere through it all. I did know we was gonna be tenacious through it all. I did know that we was not gonna give up. We was not gonna give in because we was born champions and we was made to win. I did know that, like we like to say, and you do know that in the Bay. That's how we say, and you do know that. So listen, one more word. I first seen them in 2012. 7 fireballs riding the sky. It was amazing. All praises. All praises. All praises. All praises. And that's what I'm talking about. You wasn't scared now, was you? It got your attention, right? But you wasn't scared, was you? Because that's the angels. And we don't call them UFOs. Those are the chariots of the Most High, light ships. Our brothers over there in Hindustan and India call them Vimana. Those are the chariots of the Most High. I don't know. It's something about this book of First Peter. It's something about this book of First Peter. Finally, all of you, let's close out this live with this word right here. Suffering for doing good. Because this is what we could all look forward to in one way or another as we enjoy this walk. But I know everybody on this live and who see this video, y'all's going to be accounted with the worthy. If you made it this far just in tonight, you're going to be accounted with the worthy. I got my helmet of salvation. All praises. Never scared. Never scared. All right. All right. Listen, y'all. You know what? Please, y'all read the whole First Peter chapter 2. Read it through 3. Read the whole First Peter. Just read the whole First Peter. Read the whole First Peter with emphasis on chapter 2, living godly lives in a pagan society. Chapter 3, suffering for doing good, which we finna read from now. Chapter 4, living for God. Chapter 5, to the elders of the flock, being responsible, not giving up or giving in. Listen, y'all, we're going to end it with this. First Peter chapter 3, verse 8. Finally, all of you, be like-minded, be sympathetic, love one another, be compassionate and humble. Do not repay evil with evil or insult with insult. On the contrary, repay evil with blessing, because to this you were called, so that you may inherit a blessing. For whoever would love life and see good days must keep their tongue from evil and their lips from deceitful speech. They must turn from evil and do good. They must seek peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Most High are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their prayer. But the face of the Most High is against those who do evil. Who is going to harm you if you are eager to do good? But even if you should rest, do not be frightened, but in your hearts. Come on, let's finish this up. Connection, come on back in. Most High, be with us now in this moment and let us get through this live, please, according to your will. Thank you. Who is going to harm you if you are eager to do good? But even if you should suffer for what is right, you are blessed. Do not fear these things. Do not fear their threats. Do not be frightened, but in your hearts revere Hamashiach as the master, as the teacher, as the true one. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have. But do this with gentleness and respect, keeping a clear conscience, so that those who speak maliciously against you, against your good behavior in Hamashiach, may be ashamed of their slander. So let me say that again. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have. But do this with gentleness and respect, keeping a clear conscience, so that those who speak maliciously against your good behavior in Hamashiach may be ashamed of their slander. For it is better, if it is God's will, to suffer for doing good than for doing evil. Okay? For Hamashiach also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, to bring you to God. He was put to death in the body, but made alive in the spirit. After being made alive, he went and made proclamation to the imprisoned spirits, to those who were disobedient long ago, when God waited patiently in the days of Noah, while the ark was being built. In it, only a few people, 8 in all, were saved through water. And this water symbolizes baptism that now saves you also. But not that water that removes dirt from the body, but the pledge of a clear consciousness towards God. It saves you by the resurrection of Jesus Christ, or Yahshua HaMashiach, who has gone into heaven and is at God's right hand, with angels, authorities, and powers in submission to him. Hey, it's your brother True Jew. You know I love y'all to life always. If you caught what was put down and it's going to lift you up, so be it. And I thank the Most High for that. I thank each and every one of my family who joined me on this live stream, who went through all the obstacles, all the trials, all the tribulations to get to this day right now. My brother D. Warner, my sister Queen Carly. Who else we on here? My brother Carlton Way. Who else we got on here? My sister Shalay. Who else we got on here? My brother Ordained for Greatness. My brother Abraham. All of y'all that be rocking with me. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out in truth to all of y'all. We family, we one. That's why I say I love y'all to life. I don't say I love you to death. I love y'all to life. That's real talk. All the family who gets to this live, who see this live stream after it's published, who wasn't able to make it this evening. Ooh, I hope y'all fed. I hope y'all fed in the truth. I truly do. Yeah, I said some things that might be considered controversial, even with addition. I don't know these folks, except I know us. That's all I know. I know they us. I don't coming in for that. I don't. Sister Queen Carly. How you say your name? Carly? Carly, or is it Carl? Carlay. Carlay. It's Carlay. I'll wait. Because I was going to say, make sure you put your music in the comment section so we can stream and support your channel. All right. Yes. I love and appreciate y'all too. Real talk. And if we don't see each other during this great exodus, know for sure that we will see each other in the new kingdom. All right. It's your bro, True Jew, tapping in with y'all. The only way I know how. Raw, real, and uncut. I love you to life always. Stay vigilant. Stay blessed. Most High Mama Papa will. And I'll be back with another one. Carly. Okay. Carlay. No, you said it right the first time, like Carlay. All right, how I be spelling Carly is with two E's, like Carly. That look like Carlay. Carlay. All right. So if it's Carlay, give me a thumbs up. If it's Carlay. Because I know some people spell their name Charlie. Carly then. Okay. It's all good. Queen Carly in the house. Make sure you share that music so we can support you, sis. All right? Because that's what we about on this side. We not no player haters over here. We congratulators and motivators and inspirators. And we want to get to that kingdom so we could be greater with the Most High. Y'all know what it is. I love y'all to life always. True Jew tapping out. And I tap in again real soon. Y'all have a good night. Gone.